for how wide it is. That's quite bizarre, isn't it? Well, the things we do. Last night I had a brainwave, and you may know the world is now dominated by computers. I was sitting in my hotel room and I thought, I'd like to meet some of the people who watch our show. Well, these are some of the people. You may be familiar with IFISH with Tackle World. It's my Facebook page. I can get on the iPad and I can talk to people from around the world. It is just sensational. So I thought I'd like to take some of these guys fishing. I put it on Facebook and I got the call. 8 o'clock this morning, they had to be at Double Bay. This is...
Ryan.
Sam.
Brenton.
John.
They answered the call, they were there. I was only going to pick one person to come fishing, but we have this beautiful 58-foot Riviera from Motor Yacht Charters in Sydney. It was too good. I saw the big puppy dog frown on their face thinking only one's going to get to come. So they've all come along. We're going to fish Sydney Harbour, and I'm going to learn a thing or two because these guys are very, very keen anglers. Come along for the ride. It should be fun, eh?
It will be.
I hope so. Just thought I'd take a second to run you through the procedure. We've got a beautiful burley trail working down the back here. Got some glassy, some prawns, some bread. Bread is fantastic burley and also works a pretty good bait. And I've got all my Facebook friends. Times have been pretty tough. I've got no personal life, no social life, no mates. So I found all these fantastic new friends and they are lined up. They're all fishing different techniques. But most of us have a very small unweighted bait or just a very tiny sinker, and we're fishing through the burley trail. Hopefully going to find some trevally, some bream, if we're very, very lucky, maybe even a kingfish. So the trap is set, we have a plan. All we need now is for the weather to come good and for things to slowly start to come our way. But I have faith in this crew. They're a motley looking bunch, but I have faith. Ryan, first cab off the rank.
Not a bad thing.
Not a bad thing at all, and how bad did that thing scream off?
It was fast and it took a pretty good first run.
Now, I don't know if you're aware of this, but you're actually down to the backing already.
Yeah.
Which means you've got about 100 yards of braid out there.
I don't mind about a bit.
And it's pretty rough out there, isn't it, the big stuff?
Yeah, just a bit. But Sydney Harbour hasn't exactly turned the weather on for you guys in the past, so...
No, it hasn't turned the weather on in the past, or present for that matter. It is fairly wet and fairly rough. Now, I have to ask,
Yep.
What do you do for a job when you're not taking the day off to go fishing?
I happen to be studying marine biology at the moment, which,
Yes.
again, is not a bad thing.
And marine biology, we were having a bit of a chat before. Excuse my shower I'm having. You were filleting a flathead.
Yes.
You were taking a very close look at its gonads.
I was indeed.
Which is not something I've ever done, but
Not quite.
whatever floats your boat there, Ryan.
Yep.
And tell us what happened.
I happened to find some worms in there, which I thought was a bit odd.
Yes?
And so I started to look into it because it was odd.
Yes?
And I found that, well, it doesn't exactly match any description of anything else that people have really found.
So no one else has ever found a worm in the gonad of a flathead?
People have,
Now-
but not, I don't think this one.
I'm no scientist,
Yep.
but I don't find that particularly hard to believe. Now, does this mean you may have discovered a new species of flathead gonad worm?
It may well mean that, yes.
And if you do, does that mean you get to call it the Ryan?
I might call it the Paul.
That'd make a lot of people very happy. Now, are you having enjoyed all this fish?
I am a bit. It's starting to play
Starting to come
again.
our way?
Yeah.
Because I've had 3 showers and I apologise about the water on the lens. In fact, what we'll do, this fish is still a minute away, we'll clean the lens and we'll be back with Ryan, the gonad worm man. I might actually jump out the back here, eh?
Could be a bonnie.
It could be a bonnie.
It's just a bonnie.
Oh, it is a bonnie.
He's a little bonnie.
Swing her over. And look at that. A bonito. Have you caught bonito before?
I have, yeah.
Do you eat them?
I haven't, no.
They're actually really good eating. This one is undersized, I assume, and either way it's going back. But beautiful fish, often mistaken with striped tuna. They're not a bad bait, but stripies are better.
Yep.
And the old bonito. Do you know an interesting marine biology fact about these things and their teeth?
Well, the fact that the teeth are sharp,
They are.
that's about...
One of only 2 tuna species that have teeth.
Yep.
And the other is the
dog-toothed tuna.
which grow very big. So, mate, I'll let this guy go. I'll avoid his teeth.
Yep.
They're really white-fleshed fish. They're just beautiful to eat.
Sashimi, I guess?
Absolutely, but we'll let him go.
Good idea.
And then I'm going to get back in the boat because it's probably drier in there. Right on, mate.
Thank you very much.
Good work. that's a nice trevally, mate. He's a good sized big one.
Still going with the unweighted prawn or what?
Oh, wait, that's what he's doing.
Now, Johnny, 4,652 silver trevally later, what do you reckon you might have here, mate?
I might have one of those, I reckon.
Ooh, it's a good fish, whatever it is.
It is, it's going.
Now, what I find very interesting, I had a big line out because I'm chasing something big. We had a little sinker, took the little sinker off, and then we started catching more fish, didn't we?
That's right.
Do you find that often if you just go and small hook, small line, you catch more fish?
The lighter that you go, the more hookups you get, so the more fish you lose too.
Yes, exactly right, but I'd prefer to hook them and lose them than not actually hook them at all.
Likewise.
And this is just part of the fun. Now, if we lose this fish, que sera, sera. But 4 pound fins braid, I think we've got about an 8 pound Nitlon leader, mate, and you're doing very, very well. And if it's trevally, I'm very, very keen to see it because it'll be a big girl, won't it?
I think it's going to be one of the biggest, well, I hope anyway. Can only hope, but yeah, it seems to be going all right.
It's all good. Now, what do you do for a real job, mate?
I work in a printing factory, mate. I'm a production manager of a large printing organisation. And
does your boss know you're not at work today?
He will now.
Hi, boss. Be kind to him.
I'll give him a bill after this. But yeah, no, it's all. How can you pass this up, eh?
That's exactly right. An opportunity to come fish on a beautiful boat like this. It is a trevally, and that is mind-blowing. It's not a monster.
It's not.
But it's all right. And that probably is a pretty good indication of how good trevally fight, isn't it?
But she's, yeah, they do have a bit of go in them, don't they?
Now, if you take a step back, I'll just lean down there and grab that fish. That is incredible. This fish, not a monster by any means. We've caught lots bigger ones. How was the way that took line with it?
Yeah, it took off real quick, eh? And yeah, that was the unweighted prawn, which seems to be doing the job.
Doing the job just beautifully.
For me now too, yeah.
So, burley trail, no weight whatsoever, just a hook tied into the line. And as you can see by that box down there, there are plenty of silver trevally, and we're having a pretty good time. Well done, Johnny.
Oh, good.
Good work, mate.
Just gonna have a quick chat to you with our gear of choice today. We got a nice Shimano dual rod. It's a beautiful crisp rod. We have a Shimano Stratic CI4 in the 2500 size, which is a great light reel, easy to cast. And we got 4 pound fins braid on here in nice visible yellow color and a Nitlon leader. It's doing the business. Oh, as we can see here, it's producing the goods.
Now, is this on the yakka fillet?
Yes.
So it's a serious bait, bit of weight?
Yeah.
Now, we're in Sydney Harbour. What were you doing thinking about a snapper type technique as you'd use in Port Phillip?
Well, interestingly enough, I thought I'd give it a go. You know, you never know what you're going to catch, so...
Brenton, I have never seen one of these in my life. It is the very rare Camel Snapper.
Camel Snapper.
How do you get those Camel Snapper?
Oh, with luck.
It's like the wide-mouthed frog. You don't see many of them around here. That is very cool, mate.
Yeah.
I think I might go back, eh?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Well, the old snapper rig worked, and that is unique. And you know what that proves to me, mate? The fact that he is still alive, and he's got that, it proves that these fish particularly are tough as nails. Because he must have got a serious bite at one stage. And I reckon if something bit my back out, I probably would have given it the ghost long ago.
I think so.
That is very, very cool. So Sam, have you got the bottom, or you think you might have an octopus?
I don't know.
Something big? What we might do, just slowly, if it's an ockie, just maybe grab that leader, Dave, and just slowly bring it towards us. If it is a knockie, that means we've got 9. Oh, what? No, you've got a stick.
Nah.
Well,
Dead.
You're the only person who's caught a stick all day, Sam. You're a champion. That is gold. Ah! It's not a stick! Look at you! How did she manage to catch that? Bring it over here. That is gold. Sam, I have been fishing a long time and I have never in my life caught a fishing rod. Oh, we're under a good fish too. Hang on to that. Hold that thought, I'm coming back. Is this going to be a game rod?
This is a bit bigger, this
Now,
one.
what we need to do here, we need to just slowly lift and wind. See, that's it, and lift and now wind down. That's the man. Beautiful. Now, what bait are we using here?
I've got the bottom half of a squid.
Yep. Oh, that's a good fish. That is a good fish, mate. Now, just let him go. So, you can spend a couple of hours just mucking around. We've had a good time, haven't we, today,
it's been
Brett?
wonderful.
But now things are starting to get very serious. In a minute, we're going straight back to Sam's rod and reel. I think it was about a 1980s vintage. I just cannot believe that. And this thing's got some weight, has it, mate?
Yeah, got a bit of weight. It's pulling still.
Now,
Oh, we've got something coming through
what
here.
colour?
Big lizard or banjo.
What have we got? Whatever it is, it's big. I'm thinking it's going to be a Port Jackson shark, is it? It's a Port Jackson shark! It's a hard-fighting Port Jackson shark. Have you caught one of these before?
No, not a Port Jackson.
They are
Caught a few
unique
other
fish.
sharks.
I'll grab him and pull him over this way. Now, these are actually quite pretty fish. I might just let Dave grab him by the tail because we've got a very light leader and we don't want him to get away. I want to be able to show you this fish. Thank you, Dave. Champion effort, yeah, it's all good. There is your...
Very first Port Jackson.
Very first Port Jackson shark. Also called a horn shark. Can you see these spikes on his dorsal spine?
Yeah.
See the one behind the top dorsal?
Just up here.
Yep, and also that one
And
there.
that one there, yeah.
Just cut him free. And a lot of people think these sharks are actually protected because once upon a time they were on the protected shark list.
Yep.
I don't believe they are anymore, but you know what? I think they're just too cool that you'd ever want to eat one, aren't
No, they look beautiful.
they? I'll put you back, you feisty Port Jackson shark. And away you go. Brent, good work.
Yeah.
Now, I've got to get back to this beautiful rod and reel you caught. Now, Sam, before Brenton so rudely interrupted, how's this amazing thing you caught? Have you ever caught a rod and reel before?
Yes, I have.
No way.
Yeah. Up at Bobbin Head.
Yep.
Yep. Very heavy.
So this is your second rod and reel, and on closer inspection, it definitely looks like a fishing rod. And this, oh, it's a pen. Look at that. It's an old pen spin fisher. Oh, they don't build them like they used to. The handle doesn't even go around anymore. So are you going to take that home and hang it above the bar?
Yes, indeed.
And is your husband going to be absolutely crushed that you come fishing with me today and left him at home?
Oh, big time.
What's the deal?
Even more with this one as well.
What's the
Yeah.
deal? Is he had to go to work?
Yeah, had to go to work. He's a busy boy now, big manager. So.
Are you going to say hello to your lovely husband?
Hi, babe. I'm fishing.
Well, I think this just matches Pisces beautifully.
Yep.
It's the latest gear. It's even got the little stopper there. I have to say, that is quality, and I can't believe I've never caught a fishing rod and reel in my life. And you've caught two. I'm putting a call out to all fisher folk around Australia. This is the rod and reel that Sam caught in Sydney Harbour at Sow and Pigs near the green channel marker. Look at that, number 7. So if you've ever lost a rod and reel here, a Penn 4500 spin fisher, about 12-pound line and an ugly stick. And I know it's an ugly stick because look, you can bend it right around to the tip, going all the way to Bonnie Doon with that baby. Please contact me. Go to ifishtv.com.au or go to my Facebook page, iFish with Tackle World. All sorts of cool things happen there. Let me know. I'll give you Sam's address. You can go around, pick it up. Ah, Sam, you actually caught something that's got a bit of life in it. I don't think this is a rod and reel.
No.
Now, can you just explain, what have you done with your beautiful 9-month-old daughter, Giselle, is it?
Yep.
Where is she today?
She's with my parents, traipsing around the city and having a bit of fun.
So you dumped your daughter to come fishing with me?
Sure did. And we're hooked on someone.
That's all right, it's a nice trevally. We'll ignore their line for now. Just bring it over this way toward me if you can. Just walk, take a step back. Look at that. That is a cute trevally. Every fish is a little bit different, I reckon. And have a look at that. Look at the gold line on his back. That's bizarre, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what's the biggest fish you've ever caught?
Barracuda.
Yep.
On my honeymoon up in Cairns is probably about that big.
Nice. And
Yeah.
biggest rod and reel you've ever caught?
Oh, yeah, it has to be that one. Yeah.
You're never going to live that down, are you?
Never.
Well, that is just gold. I'll let your fish go. Look at that beautiful line. And these silver trevally, Sydney Harbour. They're in plague proportions. They're pretty cool fish, aren't they? Good work. Extremely hard work helping my brand new Facebook friends catch all those fish, so I thought I'd catch a few winks. Normally in the middle of the day, I count sheep if I'm going to bed, but on Pisces, I count fishing gear. I was just having a very good beauty sleep. You interrupted so rudely.
Yeah, we heard the story.
Thank you. How many fish have you been catching while I've been having a few Zeds?
Oh, a couple.
A couple?
It has been a little slow.
Yeah, this one's going all right though.
This one is going all right. It's got a bit more weight than the others. But
I even heard the call Bonito before.
Yeah, we got a Bonito.
Beautiful.
Just on one of the liveys, and he's a trevally, but
Oh, it's a
he's
nice
all right.
fish. He's a fat little trevally too.
yeah, solid little fella.
And you can see how long I've been sleeping by how many fish are in the tank. Look at that. The team has been working hard. Another one, mate. I haven't got a bite and you've been absolutely killing them. What's your secret?
Never gonna live that down, am I?
Do you think I've got a bad gear of choice?
Yeah.
You sure?
It's a bit dead.
Because seriously, I got a bite before and I tried to wind the handle and nothing happened. What have you got?
I have no idea. Yeah.
And what technique have you actually been using to catch these fish? What are you doing?
Patience.
Patience. That is a wonderful virtue. You just got a small sinker on still?
Yep.
Oh, that looks nice. Looks very nice indeed. Whatever it is. Oh, it might be a little snapper, is it, or a trevally? It's
Really?
big. Oh, nice trevally. Look at that for a fish. And I think you go straight to the top of the class for fish of the day so far. Look at that. What's that? You like the other rod and reel better? Hey, that's a serious silver trevally. And look how fat he is. Look at that. We're getting very close to the biggest fish mark, I think.
Very close.
Not a lot longer. Well, that is cool. I believe some silver trevally in Sydney Harbour get up around that 50 centimetre mark. If you can get one of them, it is a serious fish. We're going to put this in the live well. You are slowly going to the top of the class. But now you have to fish with the rod and reel I've been using, because this one's just too good. Well, let us have it, Johnny. It's been a long time between drinks for you today, hasn't it?
It has, mate. It's been tough for me, but we're on again.
You persisted?
Yeah, for sure.
Started early. What have we got here? It has, oh, it's been a long time between drinks.
Look at this.
Flick it up. That is too cool for school. How's that?
But you can't do that.
I can't do that. Anyone can hook him in the mouth. That is a leather jacket. Come around here, mate. A leather jacket hooked in the backside. Very, very cool. And I think that is a very fitting way to end our day. It all started on the computer last night. These brave souls came down the pier. We'd never met, and now we're brand new best friends. Well, that's what I'm going to make you say anyway. What do you reckon? Hands up if you had fun today.
Yeah.
It's all good. Sydney Harbour, lots of fun. Fish with a leather jacket, heaps of trevally and other bits and pieces, and very, very, very big thank you to my friends at Pisces. And after you watch your show, go to Facebook, go to IFISH with Tackle World, because these guys are going to be watching it, and you can have a chat to them, and they'll tell you what a great time we had. Won't you?
You will.
Definitely.
Lots of fun.
Sure.
I made them say that. That's all good.